Hi guys, 18 Dapper here, and this is the match preview for Bolton versus Doncaster at the Macron Stadium this Tuesday night. Let's get the video started. So today's match preview, Bolton versus Doncaster. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, don't forget, click that subscribe button if you do enjoy any of the content. But for this video, we format it the same way. We look at previous meetings, current form, a player focus for Donny Rovers, a one to watch for the opposition, in this case Bolton, and then we have got a prediction league between me and the family. There'll be an update on that, and then the score prediction at the very end. So starting with previous meetings, Bolton and Donny have not faced each other very much, only 11 meetings in the history. Rovers coming out on top 3 times, Bolton coming out on top 7, and we shared the spoils on 1 occasion. Looking back at the last 5 games, you've got to go as far back as the 86-87 season. I wasn't even born at that point. It was in Division 3, and Donny, we did alright. We came out on top 3-0 and 1-0 in the 2 games, but then zoom forward to more recent history. FA Cup in 2007 at the Keepmoat Stadium, didn't go down too well. We got beat 4-0, and then in the 13-14 season, once again Bolton coming out on top on both occasions, 3-0 and a 2-1 win in the Championship. Moving on to current form, unbeaten start to the season for the Rovers, 2 draws and the win on Saturday against Fleetwood. Bolton, on the other hand, 2 defeats and 1 draw. Donny got our first win under Darren Moore against a very good Fleetwood side. It was an even game, got a slice of luck in the 91st minute with the own goal to give us the 3 points. And for me, we should be looking to continue our unbeaten start against a struggling Bolton, both on and off the field. Having said that, we can't expect a win. We need to approach the game in the same manner we do as any other league game, because the Bolton squad that they have got, fully young players, but I keep on hearing the phrase potential banded about. There's some apparently some very good players there. They just need to harness that potential, try and get it out of them. It's difficult asking young lads to play week in, week out against players who are leaps and bounds ahead physically, played the game a lot longer, so I do feel for Bolton fans. Having said that, they're using a lot of young players, and it's to fulfil the fixtures. Phil Parkinson came out last week stating his concerns over the players' welfare, as I've just mentioned. Getting young lads playing week in, week out against people who are physically stronger and know the game a lot better is a tough ask for them. I do feel for Bolton, for the players, the staff and the fans in this situation. It is, however, a very big season for the remaining senior players. They've got to step up to the mark, in my opinion, and guide these young lads through. Hopefully it's a rebuilding period. Hopefully off-field issues get sorted sooner rather than later. They may avoid the drop, I don't know. Some Bolton fans I watch, they're not too fussed if they go down again. It's all about that rebuilding and coming back stronger. But hopefully things turn a corner soon for Bolton. Moving on to player focus for Donny, I am going to look at Cameron John today, one of our loanees, on loan from Wolves. 2 appearances this season, 1 goal, and Cameron came into the team because of injuries at our centre-back position. Joe Wright and Alex Baptiste both out through injury at the minute, so it gives Cameron John a chance to step up, show what he's all about, and over the last 2 games he's done really well and shown what he can do. A very good centre-back and a fantastic finish on Saturday to get us back to 1-1. One to watch for Bolton. So I mentioned earlier about the senior players. They've got to step up to the mark, and one of their senior players, Jason Lowe, 3 appearances, normally plays in midfield, but he's currently being played at centre-back. Bolton's captain at the moment, and for me, he's got to play that perfect captain's role. He's got to lead by example and pull the younger players along with him. If he can pass on his experience and his knowledge, the young lads should learn a lot this season. If it's enough to keep Bolton up, I do not know. On to the prediction league table. So Saturday, Max and my dad both went for a draw. Chris and myself both went for a Fleetwood win. And with that 3-2 victory, it means that there is no change. I still sit pretty on top, 6 points. And Dad, Chris and Max yet to get off the mark. So they still remain all joint second on no points. And finally, a score prediction. As I mentioned, I feel for Bolton at the minute, but for us, we've got to take advantage of this situation. We've got to approach the game professionally and as we would any other game of the season. And if we do that, if we turn up and perform like I know we can, I think it will be a high score line in our favour. If we don't approach it, if we think it's a given, then anything can happen in football. Fingers crossed we approach it professionally. I think we will. Darren Moore should get the players in the right mindset for this. And as long as he does that, I'm going for a 4-0 win to the Rovers. If you've enjoyed this, big thumbs up for us please. Comment in the section down below. If it's a decent comment, you may feature in Comment of the Week vlogs. And subscribe if you haven't already. As always, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.